5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome to another exciting episode of Master or Not, where our wonderful heroes puddle the water bing.
I don't really like that name anymore.
Fencer the Super Cat.
Welcome to session. I am in therapy.
Jace the Technomancer.
But is it Jace or Jules now?
Jules the Gadgeteer.
Is it Jace or Jules, DM? Anyways.
Transient the Meta Manipulator.
I thought Spencer was the therapist.
And Dahlia the Living Dead Girl.
I guess it's true that no deed goes unpunished.
The morning opens as you all sit around your natural tables, your wonderful television sets, radios, playing on your favorite Power Goal news section. It's another beautiful morning in our wonderful Power Goal, and bringing you the news is our wonderful host, Clarefully Hidden. Good afternoon, good morning, everyone, and so glad to see you all again. I hope you all been keeping hydrated. It's been a heck of a summer and fall out here in the desert area. Upcoming news: the recent destruction that happened over in the entertainment sector has been resolved after a couple of days. No one can tell what the exact debris that fell from space that caused the destruction, but thankfully only one building was destroyed.
Clarity. Remember, the last part of that session was making it so that it looked like a gas explosion.
Right. Can we rephrase that? The building having to be caught up in a horrible gas explosion had been thankfully put out before it could reach out to the rest of the gas lines. Workers are working diligently in order to make repairs as well as fix up the ruins of the apartment complex. The apartment heads are currently working their best while wishing to remain unknown in order to relocate the current residents that have survived the horrible ordeal, with only 2 casualties occurring. More will be coming in later tonight. That being said, we do have one quote from a person on site. How did you jump all the way off? One second, as our cameraman seems to be having some issues loading up the frickin' interview. Cameraman?
Is that telling me to come in and talk now? Because I do not remember what the quote I gave you was. It has been a month and a half to you. Oh, here we go. From the gentleman in the metal mask. He was asked a few questions about what had happened, and he went under the name of Andres Volk. And when asked what had happened, replied, "I was passing by when there was a rather violent explosion that seemed to shake the building. Suddenly there was a crying and screaming. A young man in a mascot costume began evacuating people and called the paramedics. Shortly after, another explosion occurred, and then the paramedics arrived. I tried to help with the injured and used my ability to stabilize the most injured. I only regret there was nothing I could do for the dead."
Cut him back over to the main network. While firefighters have been doing what they can, the recent uses of water has caused us to deplete one of the nearby water towers. Now forcing us into a harsher water restrictions than what normally has been. Uh, the Swelter family, who has been providing the additional water storage units, have been unable to replace the ones that have been stolen within the past couple of months. Their factory siting over in Hell, Michigan, is currently under fire for not being able to provide safety to the truck drivers that are trying to ferry them from there to here. We have been. It cuts over to a short interview of the Swelter head family. We have tried everything we can, including increasing the wage and offering proper health sum, but we have not been able to fill in the amount of bodies needed to give proper security to our truck drivers. None of them are willing to make the drive, while there have been multiple attacks going going here into into Utah to make and Colorado in order to make it across. To anyone who is willing to help us, please meet us at the nearby office. In which case, the office location is given on screen. Type it up here shortly. Amongst their returning back over to the mainstream site after the short interview. Speaking of going between crossing here as well between East Coast and West Coast, there have been an increase of sightings of monsters or cryptids occurring before horrific weather patterns. The Jersey Devil was sighted before an earthquake over at the Jersey Turnpike. There was possible Sasquatch sightings over in the Colorado mountains before a lightning storm had knocked down its power grid in the north region of Denver. Goodness gracious. And there have been several sightings of a strange mad vehicle driving in the middle of in between Nevada and Arizona with no driver, but along with that, a series of horrible fires occurring, including one at our nearby power plant. While we doubt that there are really cryptids out there, we do urge people to be careful. If you even see a strange sighting, double check your weather stations and contact your geologist to make sure that you are to be aware of any possible earthquake or storm changes happening near you. Lastly, on lighter tones this morning, we'd like to give a warm Power Goal congratulations to Kenneth and Cassandra Watts Amp on their wonderful union, as well as safe landing at their honeymoon. We do hope it continues wonderfully, and may you have a beautiful time. We thank you again, and hope your morning continues on with a sunny, bright afternoon. The news ends right before your family immediately starts having a meeting about how to handle the recent events. Mostly at the Thrussell house. You hear Cyrus is already petting and attempting to feed Spencer with 3 sirloin cuts, some mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna be honest with you, DM. He would have given up and just fed him cat food, and Spencer would have loved it the same.
Yeah.
This is really good steak, Dad. It's cat food, Spencer. I know.
It says steak and potatoes in the cans. Trust me. But Cyrus is trying to comfort you, noticing that you have been a bit quiet as of late, coming back from the base. He looks over towards Marla. Oh my god. He looks over towards Marla, who is currently tapping away, being studious on a set of a laptop with a set of calculations, as she seems to be going over the data that have been picked up about a couple of days ago during those events.
Velda's just sitting on the couch because she was forced to watch the news.
Well, I like the news personally. I do apologize, but it's how I keep up with the rest of the world. Otherwise, I'm just stuck being inside the strip club. Now that being said, Spencer, are you okay? Did you want to talk yet, or and are you going to tell me what happened on that day? You were all smiles, which had me concerns, honey. Marla pauses in her typing. Honey, I told you not to ask. I. All right. Concern. I'm gonna go clean the bathroom. I'll be right back. Your dad goes upstairs, feeling a little left out about the whole new group dynamic after Marla went to go check out the new laboratory.
Spencer's gonna go upstairs with his dad, bringing the cat food bag with him.
Velda's just trying to hide on the couch.
Are you nuzzling into desks, or did
No,
Edward
Blanky.
come by and visit? Ah, good old blanket, loyal blanket.
Blanky over my head.
Honey, I assure you, if monsters are real, they're no more different than you or I. Well, if anything, they're probably just metahumans, just suffering a horrible genetic mouth
I don't want to
mutation.
talk about it, Mom.
All right. Continues tapping away on her laptop. Was there anything you do want to talk about, hon?
No.
Can't convince you to stop feeling bad about yourself today, can I?
Just
What's up, boy?
One more time.
I'm just hearing, what's up, boy? What's up, boy? In the background.
Oh, sorry. He's in his room. I'm not out here. The only thing I can do is try to speak more loudly. So, Marla does pat your back as she tries to comfort you. Now, no longer trying to bring it up, but hate. She, the look in her eyes is a mixture between pain and pain and hurt, and grief, as she hates seeing you turtle up like this. Des does come over through the on the other side of the couch, actually. You know, like the group, like a couple of us have been talking about helping out with that security detail. Maybe we can go over to that address, check it out. Uh, are you sure? I mean, after everything that's happened, you technically be not being properly discharged? Don't worry. Besides, I could really use the new chance to put these legs to good use. Meanwhile, over at the Follingers, the radio that your parents were listening to in order to hear the news continues gets shifted over to play more classical music as your mother, having her fill of the news, changes it to match a more relaxing tone. You and your family are currently inside the dining room enjoying a morning breakfast. Your father is currently being pensive, staring at the blueprint scattered in front of your mother as she, despite eating the food that your father has cooked, is blatantly blatantly continues to ignore every question he tosses at her as she pours her effort into the blueprints. What are you doing, Edward?
I'm working my way slowly through a bowl of cereal as I look up. Mom, you know no blueprints at the table, right?
Just 1 second. Access here. Over there. 5 teeth sprocket or a 12 teeth sprocket work better?
If you're allowed to bring your blueprints here, I'm gonna start bringing my alchemy circles here.
That's nice here. Honey, he said he's gonna bring his alchemy circles. That's nice, dear. hmm Do we still have a spanner wrench?
Probably in my workshop. By the way, your calculations are off on the tensile strength of the legs.
Wait, what? As she looks over and double checks her correction. Double checks the equation that she had written down on there. Shoot, I've been at this for 5 hours past midnight. And I'm still nowhere.
Well, if you weren't using a titanium steel mix with a chromium finish, you'd be fine.
Chromium finish to keep it from rusting on the inside. Titanium or not, it's still going to take abuse. Just trying to keep it to last as long as possible.
So why don't you use the new carbon nanotube designs? Those things are supposed to be about 1,000 times stronger than the standard compounds.
There's a couple of taps. Maybe.
Not to mention, they're also supposed to be far more heat resistant than your standard steel titanium mixes.
Edward, not you two, please. Not the table. This is supposed to be a safe place.
Hey,
Yes.
she brought the blueprints. Like I said, if she's bringing the blueprints, I'm gonna start bringing my alchemy circles to work on.
Your father pinches the bridge of his nose as your mother perks up. You know, you might have a point there. Do you have anything? You have any suggesting on what the scanning system should consist of?
It depends. Are you looking for ground penetration, or are you looking for other types of materials?
Maybe a micrometer or
Well, what
some-
are you taking core samples, or are you looking for specific materials in specific spots, or are you trying to hunt down caves?
we blinked a couple of times. Oh, no, hon. Actually, this was you. I could actually double for the cave marks. Now that you mention it, she makes a side note on the side of the blueprints. No, this was to actually help with your guys' exploration in and of itself. Well,
Well, if you're wanting sensor information, go with Jace. He's better with that. If you're wanting to just hunt out materials, I could probably create an alchemy circle that might allow you to figure stuff out at range, but that'd be
just be careful about making it too obvious. Last thing we need is the IRS get questionable about what we acquired, how much material we have. Can't remember. Can't excuse the last time your father decided to increase the amount of batteries we'd have here.
why would the IRS care about that? It's I would expect it more to be the FCC or the FTC or
They
both.
got they both got involved after your father. You want to explain to him? After I got caught selling them.
Wait, you didn't bother adding them to your income?
Tried. Then they started asking questions. Well, how do I have the lithium in order to do it? Where did I get the right size? How did I bypass the tariffs that were happening between us and Saudi Arabia at the current moment? Yeah, getting certain batteries and transistors are a bit hell. That's why we can't. That's why we have to be careful. I learned that the hard way. You were enjoying your day with your friends when I was dealing with that. Anyway, what's your plans for today? Where is Jace? He thought you told him. I thought you told him to come up with you two for breakfast here.
Probably at the base right now.
Goodness, I hope he's not working too hard, or is he instructing his new employee of how that place works? What was it? What was the person's name? Jules.
Sure, let's go with that.
Speaking of, the little elevator function that Jace installed seems to chime as Jace begins emerging from the elevator using Rock and Prime to move themselves forward. He is in the process of actively wiping like grease and oil off his hands so that he has clean hands for breakfast stuff as he approaches, pausing at the pause in the conversation. Did I miss something?
Ma brought her blueprints to the table again.
Fair enough, I suppose. I heard over the base intercoms, they were asking for more people for the escort. Did we ever find somebody to was willing to work with us to use the Humvee?
Not to my knowledge, as he looks at his parents.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get any more days off since the wedding. They kind of have us a bit booked. Although I could probably call in a friend.
Are they a like trustworthy friend? Because it is like a military grade vehicle, and even if it doesn't have ammo for intimidation purposes, it does have the turret put back on.
Of course, he's trustworthy. As I double check where I place his face at.
Swear to God, if it's fucking Dahlia's dad.
Nope.
You
No.
see, we need you to drive a heavily armored military vehicle across multiple states and potentially shoot at cryptids. Say no more.
No.
Honestly, the fact that it's you said military would be what puts him off, unless it was a private military.
No. Military grade.
Oh, well, in that case, yeah, he would be all over that.
It's not owned by the military, it's owned by Jace.
Then, yes, he would probably, you would have to beat him up with a stick not to get him involved.
Actually, no. It's Relic, Tom Relic. You remember him from the dinner, right? Right, Edward?
You'll have to remind me which one that was.
Hang on, let me go look in friends and family stuff, see if there's a Mr. Relic somewhere.
Need to actually find a picture for Relic, for Tom Relic. But
Yeah,
yes,
I
you
don't
have
think.
heard of him.
He was in there somewhere. Oh, okay, cool. There is a Mr. Relic in there with no picture. Lovely. Let me go. You have a vibe for this gentleman, DM, and I'll look on Pinterest and see what I can find.
Wasn't he the
Yep.
accountant?
Yes, and he was working, keyword was, as your father does go on to say, since the Himmel decided to switch operations and headed out of town, Relic's actually been kind of free.
Wait, he worked with Himmel?
States under their friend and family. Tom Relic works under Himmel. His daughter has been held in the clinic for most of the week. That was 3 years. That was 4 years ago.
Okay, what?
But he was a neutral party who actually was helping you guys go through the mind area when you did the impromptu visit.
The day of the wedding, right. Day before the wedding?
No, the impromptu visit to the military base.
Players,
found Jace.
player has lost track of exactly which times we have done an impromptu visit to something or somewhere.
The last time we did an impromptu visit to a military base, you broke me out and stole a Humvee.
So we had that. We had the impromptu visit to the chem plant that was exploding.
I think that was just Spencer.
No, that was us.
Was it?
Because Wilda froze it.
Yes, yes, you did.
Okay, yeah, that's more recent.
I think I wasn't there for that.
Yeah,
That
you
was
were
the
grounded
morning
at
of
the
the
time.
wedding.
Was it the morning of?
No.
That's why I
Yeah.
said I can't remember
No,
anymore.
no.
Oh, yeah.
It was way before the wedding. It was. I want to say it was after you already broke Buddy Boy out of there.
Yeah.
But when the slew of random monsters started attacking, including but not limited to, I think it was somewhere around Doggoner.
Oh, the dogs.
Dog
Chem plant.
slugs.
No,
Chem plant. The chem plant was the same day that we took the peyote trip.
which was the day
Which
of the
was-
wedding.
Maybe you're referring to the building that had a bunch of fucking holes in it that Spencer went to on the day of the slug dogs.
No, it had to be before then. Damn it, Mike.
We
But the
record
books there.
this.
Yes. I'll have to go back to the recordings.
Sorry, my
I'm in
head
the
is
process of
throbbing. I
trying to
cannot think timeline.
One
This
more time.
gentleman looked reasonable. Here's one days.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. It's been it's been a month and a half. Nobody remembers anything.
That's not true. I remember my character's name is Jace sometimes.
Only sometimes.
Recorded already is my shame, my insanity, and actually that works. That works perfectly for him.
Clinic.
Which one?
The last one you just posted.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'll throw it in friends and family for update purposes.
Cool. Just as I saved it too.
Alrighty, give me a second. Copy image.
That looks like Carlos from Welcome to Night Vale.
I was just
Except
searching
with
Pinterest and I found that guy.
Just without the glasses and the that sensual appeal that Cecil finds so much. This one possesses the actual weary, panic-laden, and overworked eye vibe I was looking for, as he looks hastily over his shoulder to make sure that his boss is still not here.
He had
But yes.
all brown hair before working for Himmel, and now he's got that white streak. It's not from stress. Himmel threw something at him, and it caused his hair to turn white.
Oh, really? Cat! Ah!
Oh, look at this dangerous compound I've created. Here, Relic, try it. Throws it at him.
Given the relic that I posted was almost 4 years ago. God.
How old did that evolve?
Oh, good lord. GM, that was before we faced off against the lizard monsters in the supermarket.
Oh wow, that was back at Roll20.
Yeah, that was before you met me.
Yeah, that was before Spencer.
Ah, man, to think there was a time without me.
I know, we've come quite far, haven't we? Forgive me, I'm face palming at my own comment there. The sense of self to know I'm speaking like an idiot, but not the ability to improve it just yet. Lacking the points there. But yeah, so your father does tell you that Relic, now having some more free time, can be contacted to operate the vehicle, and he's a licensed proper driver, military wise too. CDC, CDL. What was it for actual?
CDL is for proper like trucker trucks. A Humvee, especially our make, just requires a regular.
He's got the credentials for working with the military, so people won't ask fucking questions. Is the important part.
Yeah, pretty much. As long as we have the paperwork that says, "Oh yeah, no, the turret has technically been decommissioned. It's just there for looks at this point."
Jace can fabricate that paperwork. Yes, this is something that can be done.
Lovely. One more time.
Was that directed at us or?
I just heard someone else speak, and I felt bad I spoke over them.
I don't think you spoke over anybody in the call.
I sneezed. Does that count?
Bless you.
We'll count it.
Hey, sneeze has been accounted for. Well, we need to ask this Mr. Relic if he's all right with helping us run escort for that vehicle.
I'll send an email post haste.
Should we ask the others, see if anybody else wants to tag along for this, or if it's just going to be you and me?
We should probably see if the others want to join in.
The temptation to invite Dahlia's father is so fucking strong. Like,
I see that look. Listen, if you're gonna invite any one of them, just be careful. Be careful about inviting any one of the Blakes, please. You've seen how they're
so strong.
so you've seen how he takes care of his vehicle. Dahlia, please describe how the vehicle looks for my sake before I make an overestimation.
Which one? Dad's new car or Dahlia's hand-me-down?
Dahlia's hand-me-down first.
Okay, well, to be fair... No, I don't really have any defense. Okay, yeah, the alignment is shit. The tires are crappy. He had some, customizations made to the lights and the undercarriage, and they're very redneck. There is not a plastic ball sack hanging from the trailer hitch, though, so there's that. It is covered in bumper stickers, which normally would be comedic bumper stickers, like Bigfoot is the president of my HOA, except because you know Dahlia's dad, you suspect these are his actual beliefs. There is a bunch of hunting gear always stored in the car all times. Milo, please don't jump on the laptop, honey. No. Okay, come here.
Cat issue.
Yes. Milo is here. Say hello to the internet, Milo. Milo? I don't know if you heard that.
No.
He went.
Aw.
Anyway, a couple dents, scrapes, a bunch of damage from like sandstorms that was not repaired to the paint. But that's about it.
I like to think that Heinrich has such a well taken care of, or like a well pampered view of vehicles, especially since his wife is a roboticist, that the couple of grungy scrapes was enough to make him think this guy doesn't take care of his vehicle. Seeing all of that, he believes your vehicle is running off of hopes and dreams.
What's the thing from 40K Orcs? You lift the engine, there's a paper drawing that says engine on it spelled wrong.
Yep, pretty much.
I wouldn't be surprised if his exhaust system is just a couple of straws finesse together. Man looks like he'll turn anything into a cardboard cutout. I'm just please be careful. His daughter might have some more sense. That man scares me.
Well, even if we did ask him to assist, it would be Relic driving, not him.
Thank goodness. I guess I can give him one thing. He's got guns.
Yes, that's the one good thing about him? Question mark?
Ah! Where did you come in?
Oh, was I not supposed to be here? Dahlia says as she closes the door.
Did we leave that front door unlocked? Always.
It was
Not-
still
not-
open. Did you mean to close it?
Yeah, no, you're good. I forgot it was past 7. I was so focused on my wife working at the breakfast table.
That's nice, dear.
Hey, Dahlia. We're thinking about getting a Mr. Relic and maybe your dad and a couple other folks to go with at least me and Ed to do that escort thing so that the water towers actually get here.
Oh, okay. Well, Dad's gonna want to listen to his talk shows if he goes with us.
Oh no.
I can provide him with a pair of headphones.
Okay, then sure. Yeah, Dad's got the hookup on equipment. Plus, he knows all the secrets to recognizing aliens and government plants, and then
Yeah.
actual, botanical plants that are hired by the government.
Well, the thing we need help spotting, apparently, according to the news, is possibly cryptids that cause natural disasters.
Aliens.
Oh, yeah! Dad taught me about some of those, but yeah, he's the real expert.
Your dad was going off in your ear as at each incorrect cryptid assumption
And
in
this
Praria.
creature here, covered in a fine layer of dust, clearly a humanoid figure standing 8 feet tall, with insectoid wings and red eyes, is Sasquatch. No! You're wrong!
Sasquatch in the Colorados? Are you mad? It's obviously a Yeti.
Still obviously wrong cryptid reference, just...
But no, because it's Dahlia's dad, it would somehow turn out to be right. Like, it would shed its insectoid form, and then underneath it is somehow a Yeti. Because I think that is the joke that we have been going with him for. He is somehow magically, secretly right, just for the complete wrong reasons.
He's
That's
so
his
crazy.
superpower.
He's so crazy, he slipped into that bullshit from Marvel and DC called meta-awareness, where he's reading Ace's notes, and it looks like conspiracy theories to the rest of the universe.
I know, I should make him an actual character sheet with, him being the lore master and having the equipment.
Oh lordy.
You're gonna need one of these. It's a lemon. I know it doesn't make sense. Just trust me.
Man, I can't believe we used that lemon to kill God.
Yeah, and it worked wonderfully.
It's just like
Cool.
something. It's just something Ace is allergic to. Just like I don't know if he's allergic to anything, but
Thankfully,
Who
no,
knew
not
that
yet.
someone was allergic to citrus?
That being said, citrus in the eyes will always screw anybody up as I fall into a series of wacky shenanigans that lead to my demise. We're talking one of them Rube Goldberg situations.
Rube Goldberg get you to trip over your own cord.
Trips over his own cord, runs into his chair rolls backwards down the hallway, ends up hitting a corner, bounces off the corner, hits the top of the stairs, falls down the stairs, bounces out onto the front porch, out into the roadway, gets hit by a car, gets flung onto another oncoming car. Just that kind of insanity.
Exactly like that. And by the time it's done, 14 car pile up. Everyone's just applauding at the sheer adultery of it all. As I just lay buried underneath 14 cars worth of steel.
Hang on,
And
where's
plastic.
where's the GIF I'm looking for?
What are y'all posting? What are y'all hurting me with?
Why don't they
Ooh.
like it?
I like
There, there's a perfect
What-
loop gif that I need to find of this particular movie. I can't
Oh,
find it
God.
right now. Maybe if I put the full title.
I feel like you guys are like starting to mess with me because I could have sworn that was supposed to be in a different section there.
I found the perfect loop gif.
There it is.
Oh, yep, there's me. There.
Getting juggled between cars.
So, Dahlia, you watch it as Heinrich just winces a bit at the continuation involving the cryptid talk. There is no way any of those exist. They're just hamming it up for the views. People will believe anything.
That's not true.
As someone who has had to fight psychoactive slugs in the 4 months that I have been out of the military base, I can tell you that shit you probably don't believe in is probably real. If I had not fought psychoactive slug creatures with regenerative powers and giant insects that I needed to hit with lightning from God, I would genuinely believe you, but I have seen things since I left the military base.
That is, there is no way. Honey, please speak some sense. Honey, we mine with the alchemy.
I would like to point out we met up with 6 gods literally last week.
Heinrich's hand just gets even lower as he finds it harder to try to abrupt or say anything against. Yeah, I'll give Relic a call. Give me a few seconds.
Anyways, should I ask your dad to do this as me, or get the new employee to ask him? He says in quotations.
Let's go with the new employee.
Okay, he will roll out to his garage workshop and just very gently and very, very delicately use his aneurysm power to switch brain modes.
Alright. And on that note, I think it's time to read out hashtags. We have quite a few in the last hour.
Oh lordy, yeah. Let's start off from the very top as hashtag water shortage, hashtag cat uprising, hashtag water wars, hashtag Jersey drugs that are the Jersey Devil. Why did that one hurt? Oh god. Hashtag Jersey jerky. Spencer. Hashtag gas leaks are gov cover-ups. Hashtag Jules learned from watching Himmel. Hashtag Himmel approved. Hashtag mainstream news is all lies. Hashtag fake news 2002. Hashtag if Jules actually uses his attractive features, is he channeling old Grandpappy from Olympos? One of the things I'm being thrown off on, it's the spelling of Olympos.
That's how they did it in Greece. That's their word.
Hashtag back in my day. Hashtag back in my day. Geese were sexy as hell. Oh my god. What the? Hashtag Grandpappy. Please stop talking. Hashtag crabs will rule the world. Where did that one come from? All right. We got crabs in. Let's go. Hashtag don't get me started on how sexy swans are. I feel like being set up for so much. Hashtag Lita disagrees. Lita.
Lita and the Swan?
Touché.
Bruh.
All right. Remind me of my class, yeah.
Go on, Google it. Actually, don't.
It's like my fingers were on the type. Why would you tell me things and then tell me not to?
It's a warning.
It's
Warning
just
you to
typical
the
Zeus behavior.
Zeus! Quit mating with my farm animals.
I love the idea of it being the everybody loves Raymond thing, but they've just crossed it out with a marker and written Zeus.
Everybody loves Zeus.
Except they don't.
Vice versa, more likely.
Can't throw a rock without hitting one of Zeus's kids.
Literally in this case.
Now, listen, I don't have that many kids. All right, you want to bet Zeus? Poseidon picks up a rock and hurls it, hits 3 of them like he's skipping stones. That's just uncalled for, Poseidon.
Do you mind? We're here having a father has issues association here.
No, I love the idea that he says that to Zeus, throws the rock. That's just uncalled for. Zooms out. They were right there in front of Poseidon. It's a family reunion. He just threw them right in front of himself.
Hades, Hades, Hades. At least Hades was far more loyal than you, Zeus. Back to my knowledge, he's never cheated on his wife.
Moving on past that, now that we finished the hashtags and our regularly scheduled dose of roasting Zeus, coming around the front of the house now in the format of the personality that is Jules. Jules is waiting on you guys so they can go convince the psychopath that they want him to come with them on the escort mission.
Dahlia, when you decide to make your dad into a character, make sure to add Deadpool powers.
This is the term. The term is meta
I
awareness.
assume you mean the fourth wall breaking and not the infinite cancer.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think we established.
I would like to
don't-
point out the only reason why Wade isn't all powerful, isn't an all powerful new god, is because of the super cancer.
I don't know if I want to say yay cancer or not.
His healing factor is stronger than Wolverine's.
I don't know. I don't know
Yeah,
what to
but-
say in mind of all the fucking Marvel references. But the idea that
No
he
yay cancer. Got a friend dying with stage 4 right now.
Mm.
Yeah. So my apologies.
And it's okay. You know.
Still insensitive of me. I will accept the bapping on the nose. Wait, that's a 10-ton hammer. I only said bap.
A delicate bap. The gentlest bap. Like a kitty cat paw.
Okay, we can go with Wade's meta knowledge and combine it with
Yeah, I'm gonna make a sheet. It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
God,
Deadshot's super accuracy.
Okay, so do I put him as a minion? Is my dad gonna be a minion?
We can put him as top hench.
I would definitely say at least, if anything, make him a level 6 and just put it all into those two.
I just imagined him as the top hench. I have been working here faithfully for months, and I don't even get the same status as the fucking conspiracy. Daniel just losing his mind.
Right, let me see here.
I would
Let's
like to
add
point
some
out the
top-
conspiracy nut is family.
Let's see. I think this would be a quirk, probably. Absolute unhinged conspiracy nut.
Unhinged conspiracy nut, but is somehow always right.
As you guys prepare to head over to speak with Darren, Blake, Dahlia's dad, we flicker back over to the Thrustles' house as Cyrus comes down carrying Spencer on his back.
Cyrus can carry Spencer? Jeez.
His legs struggling and buckling with every step down the stairs. Help! Spencer, you put everything away, don't you? Oh my goodness, my legs.
Why is he carrying me?
You still sound like you're being a little slightly bummed, so he's trying to cheer you up. He offered you a piggyback ride.
I love the idea that he's just like slumped over his shoulder. just,
Come on!
just still slumped over his shoulder, like.
Just giving it that 1,000-yard stare. Wide-eyed.
Come on, Spencer, you got this, buddy.
Can I not spell this correctly?
As he comes out. All right. I think it's a good morning to how about some little outside? Hey, Des, you want to take Spencer out for a walk? Sure, Dad. Yeah. 1 second. Willie, you want to come with? You can't hide under the blanket all day.
I could
Just-
try.
Spencer like that.
Come on. What if I offer some milkshakes? Or your favorite treats? Insert your favorite treat, by the way.
I mean, knowing my friends were about to get roped into something.
Now
Front
listen,
door is open. They see the trio walking to the Blake household.
my God, our house is next. We have to prepare ourselves. Spencer, you okay, bud?
Hey, I mean, yeah, I see your boyfriend. I see. I think that's Chase, right? No, he's standing. He's walking.
He also has blonde hair at the moment.
He also. Right. Maybe he's. Does Chase have a brother?
Is he from California?
Totally makes Scott jealous of how blonde his hair is.
It's like
Scott,
sand on the beach blonde. Wow.
Scott complains about still having to like use extra highlighter for his sandy blonde.
No, he's just using government testing.
Well.
Yep.
I will say that Spencer he's not entirely in the dumps, but he is a little more sulking than usual. I love the idea of someone trying to walk him and he's just standing still and it's like dragging a statue.
Come on, Spencer. Let's go. Say hi to. Oh my goodness, how are you still standing? How are you still in one place? What a little head here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even gonna roll as I don't think Des has any way to beat your strength score as you remain stand still.
Now hold on, DM. Spencer is clicker trained.
He is.
And I would like to point out, Dessa's upper body strength would be ridiculous because he's been in a wheelchair for the last, how many years?
Yes,
Year.
but using his lower legs is still a bit new to him and trying to find the right anchoring positions before heaving and hoeing.
However, I would say Spencer will move. He's not gonna stand completely still, but it does take a little bit of motivation. It's the first time you've seen Spencer without a smile on his face. No, wait, he's still smiling. No, I'm not sure if that's a smile. It just kind of looks like a frown. Man, he
Half
looked at
smile,
it.
half frown kind of situation, ain't it?
Yeah.
Huh. What has gone into that boy? Almost exactly like that.
Oh, I guess I have a hood on and my tail is covered.
E. And your
However,
specialized hoodie.
I will ask DM, what is the closest source of food that Spencer can smell?
Let's see. The closest source of food that you can smell would be the. Des would be the type of person to still save bacon on his plate, which is nearby.
I love the idea that Spencer sniffs the air a little bit, moves over to the plate of bacon, and is like, "Oh, we got him the." Oh, he's just going for the bacon.
All right. Oh, good. All right. So let's go outside. Wait. That's my bacon. That's my bacon. Dang it, Spencer.
Spencer comes back over after eating the bacon. He looks a little happier after eating the bacon. Just it's like it's a little. You can notice it's a little, but he's gonna go. Are we doing something today?
That side. Yeah, we are doing something, little buddy. Gives you some scratches on the back of the ear. Come on, let's go outside.
Spencer's gonna go outside.
And Will, are you coming with or?
Yeah.
So as everyone steps outside, Wilda and Spencer, you both see Jules striding down alongside Dahlia and Edward, who all seem to be heading over towards Dahlia's house, not too far off. There at the front, currently already makeshifting some new modifications in the vehicle, the newest vehicle that the Blake family has. Darren can be seen ratcheting away at, I want to say, an exhaust pipe that he is trying to add on.
He could be, or he could be trying to install a heavier duty trail hitch or something.
Or switching out the suspensions in order to add the trail hitch so it doesn't like completely flatten down.
Yeah, or so it doesn't damage.
You can kind of see Wilda's hoodie move. You can assume why.
Yeah.
Hi guys, what's up? Why did we call Jules out?
Yeah, I thought he seemed a bit different, but I kind of been like trying not to ask questions.
So, we are thinking about using the newly re-equipped Humvee to help with the escort for making sure we get those water towers the city desperately needs. And we've already, at least we think, we've secured Tom Relic as a designated driver, and we wanted to see if anybody else was willing to accompany. And my other half was of the impression that perhaps having someone like Mr. Blake on hand would be helpful, considering his very bizarre expertise. And the reason
Listen, if
I'm
you need
out
someone
instead of
looking out for cryptids, my dad's the best in the world.
yes,
He listens to all sorts of like talk shows about secret government information that they don't want the people to know. And he's been training in the wilderness and he's good with guns. I mean, who else would you want to have on your team?
all those things are indeed factors. Yes. However, the other thing of note was that the reason why I'm here instead of my other half, who had the idea in the first place, is because unlike my other half, I can actually talk to people.
Spencer's tail flicks a little bit.
Yeah, Spencer.
Spencer is not looking at you at the moment. He's kind of focused on DM. Is there an ice cream truck coming down the road?
At 6 o'clock in
Uh,
the, or sorry, at 8 o'clock in the morning?
In winter?
It's
Fall.
winter.
It's fall.
Early
Okay.
fall.
It's also
Definitely not
Utah, so it
early
doesn't
fall.
really
It's
matter.
early fall before the interlude.
no,
Okay.
Spencer, an ice cream truck is not rolling around.
Oh.
Unfortunately, it's actually the Marcos Taco truck that is
Catching.
actually stopping by and parking at the very corner. Just opening up. Breakfast
I love
tacos.
I love the idea that Spencer's just like, I'm gonna get a taco. He doesn't. He just says that and just starts walking over to the taco truck.
Yeah,
Spencer,
it's-
wait a second, Jules says before throwing you a rolled thing of dimes that's like $5.
He's gonna question. How do you throw it at him or roll it to you? Roll it to him.
Overhand throw.
Overhand
So,
throw.
yeah.
I need to. I'm guessing I can catch this unless you would like this to bounce off of Spencer's head and then he catches it.
He can do this as a cyber throw if we want Spencer to have to work for it.
Come on, buddy. Get the corners. Get the corners.
Dimes, but yeah, let me. If I'm not mistaken, DM, this would just be strength using the cyber arm to yeet these coins.
yes, it would be. Go ahead and. Why were you eating coins at poor Spencer here?
Not at them, over him. So he's got to go for it. He's got to put in some work.
Okay.
Get
He's
him.
got to hustle, get the blood flowing.
He's got to put in some work to get the food, man. Gotta put some work into it.
12 on the dime toss. So there's a roll of dimes being tossed over Spencer's head.
Let me roll a strength check, and I'm gonna describe what happens based on that strength check. Oh wait, I forgot. It's not a +9. It's a +10.
Yes, mine's a +9 because of the cybernetic arm. Yours, on the other hand, is better.
I was
All right.
just
It's a 12.
They match.
it's a beautiful match as Spencer just does that weird flicker as Spencer's still standing before you while Spencer's actually running over and jumps at the same time to catch the dimes before returning back to him to the space he was just previously in, and then hands with one paw up with the dime roll of dimes going.
I'm going to say something along. I have to. I don't know any Spanish, so I just like one taco, please.
Sí, sí. Mucho gato. Fucking, what's the Spanish word for costume?
I don't know. I haven't studied Spanish in ages.
Mucho gato costume just cuts to monologue. Monotone English. Whatever, it's a word you don't know. Sí, mucho gato costume.
It's traje.
Mucho gato traje.
And he's just going. Spencer doesn't understand a single word, and he's going to just He's not going to lean on the truck because he knows he could top it over, so he's just going to sit on the curb.
That is a good question. Is the hunger enough to incur more, Spencer?
Ooh, that's a good question. And do these Spencers also have a roll of dimes? I'm not sure.
The fun thing is, with dimes, you can't get this guy caught for fraud because dimes don't have serial codes.
That's right, they don't.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but the real question is at this point,
Who's
if
counting the
the clones disappear, do the dimes?
We've already established I don't think they do.
We don't know.
We do not know. No one has tried to attack or kill a clone yet. They have taken over downtown.
I have not revealed.
But we
that
have one clone in space.
That's right, we do. We have one clone in space. We don't know if that cache disappeared, though.
It's one of life's little mysteries. Let's not question it and leave it up to whatever.
Yes.
Leave it up to Ace and then
No, I will say that Spencer is going to make one singular copy of himself, and just the other's copy of himself is going to sit there next to him. And they're not really saying anything. They're just. Sorry, I have to clear my throat. They're just not really saying anything, but they are. They do look like they're kind of meowing back and forth a little bit.
They're talking
But-
to each other.
Question, Spencer.
Yeah.
If one Spencer already has a taco and you make a clone of that Spencer, does that make another taco?
Ah, that's a good question.
Don't know. No.
That is a good question. DM, when Spencer clones himself, does the taco clone as well?
It depends. Depends on how many Spencers were cloned before and after the taco is handed. Yes, he's
Okay,
specified one
so
singular taco.
it's just one singular taco, and he's making one singular clone.
Were you only there by yourself, or like I said, how hungry were you, and how many popped out when you were that hungry?
Oh
Before you got the
my
hot dog?
goodness. Well, he just had breakfast, so not that hungry.
No, he's stress eating.
Oh, that's right. He is stress eating. Let me roll a die really quick.
May I make the suggestion that the minimum be 2? And the reason I say 2 is I like the idea that the reason we saw Spencer standing in one place and Spencer lunging for the coins in another location is that Spencer jumped for the coins so fast he split into 2 Spencers.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Let me do this.
Good input,
Rolling
Betty.
the dice. Rolling the dice. 6. 6 of them pop out.
Ah, see. So one taco for you, one taco. It's like you all order one taco at the same time, so that's technically 6 tacos, each handing up a $5 roll of dimes. See. As he hands each one of them like $2 back a piece.
Spencer and Spencer and Spencer and Spencer and Spencer and Spencer are going to just kind of sit together in a circle eating tacos just on the street corner. And I love the idea that the truck owner is just like, must be a convention.
As you all 6 of you get one taco each, you sit down, split into another Spencer each. So there's 12 Spencers each with a taco. Hey, I only get 6. You can't be doing that. You'll put me out of business.
It's a good idea. I like that, DM.
Flickering back over while you're enjoying the 12 Spencers are enjoying their tacos.
Taco, 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 taco.
So I guess you're gonna need me to be water for this.
You don't need to be water for anything. We're just talking to his dad. I mean, not his dad, her dad.
I meant for the escorting.
Well, I mean, assuming nothing goes wrong, we shouldn't need it at all. And if we do have something go wrong, you can just man the turret on the Humvee if you need to. You don't have to use your powers.
Not that I normally advocate it, but I could show you how to operate a turret, sis.
I can't operate a turret.
Oh, thank goodness! I wasn't sure if I was ready to teach you how to use a gun any other way. Wait, but why?
Let's just say that even in my room, I can hear Dad take a shit downstairs.
Hmm.
Oh well. Oh. I'm so sorry, sis. Oh wow. Oh, they get really violent, don't they?
Yeah. Even when he's trying to be quiet, I can still hear it.
Right. Well, in that case, you just need ear protection, same way we normally would for ballistics.
Yeah, ballistic. Yeah, ballistics. Yes, that's right. Yeah, that's exactly what we're talking. Don't worry about it. Anyway, do you want to talk? Do you want to introduce yourself first, Jules, or Des seems a bit.
I can introduce myself first.
Thank goodness, Des is blushing at the current moment, trying to rationalize everything. Dolly,
Go ahead.
so and is Dahlia also approaching alongside?
To her own dad, yeah, she figures she's gonna need to like smooth things over.
All right, so you two do approach Darren, who is still in the middle of like finessing some new suspensions onto the what did it onto the new car. Did we even agree on what kind of make and model it was? Or did I even say that, or did I just go, "Here's your new car"?
It's a sports
As
car.
far as I know, just
A sports car.
sports.
I
Oh god,
assumed that it was a 1972 Firebird.
really? I assumed that if he'd won anything, he would have wanted a SUV or something.
Well, it was coming from a high end casino, or one trying to be high end casino. They would probably have done the Firebird versus the sedan. The sedan would
Oh,
probably
you
have
know
been.
he's trying to finagle some sort of like extended trunk onto the end. So like he has more storage space for all his guns, and it's gonna look like Frankenstein's car by the end of the month.
Your dad turned around. Oh, hey, honey, just working on suspension. Can't get that hearse addition onto it without these.
Hearse, I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect, Ace. Yes.
Just in
I
case
like
we
it.
gotta
I
take
like
care
it.
of any dead bodies.
Have you
Uh,
considered? Go ahead.
well, Dad, I was actually gonna see if you would be cool going on a road trip with my friends and me. We're gonna try to get some water up from hell. I mean, the town, not hell. Honey, you know hell isn't real. It's all part of a conspiracy to keep the working class oppressed. I know, Dad, but hell, Michigan, we need to get some water, and uh, there's rumors that cryptids are, picking off the shipments, and he says, cryptids? Oh, my daughter's not going in there alone. Let me grab a shotgun, and I'll be right there.
Your father pauses in his suspension making as he double checks the back of the like as the vehicle's right there. The additional hearse portion that he wants to add is like on the other side of the front lawn, so you just see him cross over the one sidewalk that leads to your door over to the hearse back, and starts fiddling around in the back there. Where did I put that double gauge? Wait a minute. Were there any mentions of werewolves? Wait a minute. This is supposed to be a new moon week. Never mind then. Not gonna worry about that. You should just.
Right. Well,
So Dad's in with us. She gives a thumbs up to Jules. Like, did I do good?
Right. Well, putting aside the potential for werewolves during the new moon, or not during the new moon, rather, we were wondering if you might be interested in helping us with that convoy project they're currently taking volunteers for. Because
we were hoping that we could have some more experienced folks assist us in making sure that Pyrogal actually gets the water towers it desperately needs, since apparently someone doesn't want us to have water towers.
He pauses in his search. Who's asking? What's your name, son?
Jules Maxim. I'd offer you a hand to shake hands, but I don't want to accidentally hurt you with this one. And he will briefly flex the fingers of his cybernetic hand.
Try me. Puts a hand right out there.
All right, I guess I'll roll the strength check.
Please do.
Well, that was supposed to be a 9, but Jesus.
Supposed to be a.
So that would be a 27, I believe.
Sure, let me just make one roll behind the curtain over here.
To be fair, you don't have my dad's stats yet, but yeah, 27's gonna be ouchy. Ooh, I know. I'm gonna do this, and I'm also gonna do a dynamic. I'm gonna do extra. Oh no, I'll just do the regular.
Dahlia. Take
It'll
notes.
probably be more than that eventually, but we can go with that first since I haven't finished the sheet yet.
Alright, sounds good. So you grip his hand. There, for the first 2 seconds, it seems sturdy. Then there's a bit of a like. There's the sounds of the knuckles being slightly cracked as the grip tightens a bit. His see him like grit his teeth, and then his face starts turning red as like a second pop is there as the hand starts slightly shaking before you let go. Yeah, definitely not an IRS boy. Firm grip.
Do you need me to heal that?
No, no. Give the wife something to do. I'll be fine. Oh, whew. Oh, thank goodness that's my wrench hand, not my shooting hand.
All the same, we were hoping you would accompany us on the escort mission to bring the water towers back. Under normal circumstances, I am not certain if we would have asked you. However, with the mention of natural disasters and unique entities being out there across the states, it seemed like you were the ideal person to talk to on this matter.
Well, normally not the best at detailing convoy sins, Nam. I don't want to get into too much on that. What I can tell you is how to deal with the cryptids should they come up. Wife has been nagging at me to take more interest in what our daughter's activities are. Yeah, sure. I'll bring the beers. You bring the boys, and we'll take care of the girls and head on over to Hell, Michigan. Besides, from what I read, the school ain't up for another 2 months. It's good to get out and probably enjoy the fall weather. Before, the Methuselah agents appear.
DM, what's the actual date?
Let's see. I want to. I am the worst on this shit.
How far are we
Yes,
from Halloween? How about that?
Okay, from Halloween, you are 35 days away.
Okay, so that would put us around September
No, that
September
doesn't seem
26th.
possible. Because
Too,
the
too
wedding
long or
was
too
like
short?
3 weeks after Edward's birthday.
If we put this as a week after the wedding, that would put us at September 26th.
Okay.
Because the wedding was the 19th.
Okay. I'm
Yeah, and
just
that you. Go ahead.
I'm just putting it in there because Wilda's birthday's at the end of October.
Halloween child.
Yep.
Can't forget that.
And what are we naming this chapter? Convoy?
I have written down boundary breakers, given the fact that you are finally leaving the confines of your wonderful city. Not that you haven't dabbled on messing around at the edge of it, but we're actually traveling about.
And GM, I have put the distance and time from Vegas up to Hell. If you want to go from the center of Nevada, add an additional 2 hours.
Will do. Thank you. So Darren does agree as he looks around. Gonna need to start. Gonna need a pack. When are we planning on heading out? Oh wait, we have to go over to that one building, don't we? Ugh.
It's unfortunate, but should hopefully be brief in that regard. And
Darn.
if you'd like, it seems like you have some enthusiasm for modifying your vehicle, but not necessarily all the materials to do so.
Y'all still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Repeat that last part.
Please. Did what I said previously come across, or?
Repeat that last part, Jace.
Oh, okay. The last thing he said was, but well, if it helps, it seems like I might have something to offer. You seem to have a strong desire to modify your vehicle, but perhaps not all the materials you need.
Eyebrow raise. Go on.
Well, I can't guarantee it'll be quite military grade, but I do have the ability to acquire, or if I don't, Jace has the ability to acquire some of the more unique parts to help get a vehicle like this fitted in a more natural looking way, and in one that would be less likely to arouse suspicion, again, due to admittedly how unnatural it can look when you mod it with improper parts. I can say that with some certainty because I have to, on occasion, modify a, let's use the term requisitioned Humvee.
I like your speaking. Tell you what, that sounds about right. I'll get prepped and ready. I'll make sure to hold off on finish up the suspension. We're gonna have to take the what would you call your previous your new hand me down? Dahlia.
I hadn't named it or anything.
You haven't named your vehicle yet, hon?
I figured that it's not gonna get really named until like it's gone on an adventure, you know?
I guess.
Like it's like naming a you know how you told me you shouldn't name a gun until after you shot it? It's kinda
Mm,
like that.
smart thinking, lass. I got so caught up in trying to prep up the new vehicle, I completely forgot about that one myself.
Aw, it's okay, Dad. I know you've been really busy trying to get the car right.
Ah, it's all right. I'm just excited about the new places we can travel.
Dolly is just like beaming because she's gonna like she's had her she's had a big shakeup lately with like finally coming to terms with yeah, I'm not getting better and it's never gonna be okay. So like the idea of having time for her to like bond with her father and her friends is like a big deal for her. So she seems happier than she's seemed in a while.
All right.
Well,
There's
Um,
there's only one last person to talk about this with. Fortunately, she's currently at the supermarket. You know how your mom likes to get all prepared for dinner tonight.
Oh, it's Mom's turn to cook?
Yeah, she said she was gonna be doing something special. You remember that one dish she made back in the back at the family reunion picnic? And feel free to like insert any
The
particular
mystery
dish.
meatloaf?
Same one, the one she wraps in bacon.
Oh, sweet. Dahlia does like a fist pump. Yes, yes.
All right, but we're gonna be doing this convoy thing. We gotta let her know before she gets completely settled. Otherwise, she's
Well,
gonna think we're planning on heading out without her. And you know how she
Mom's
gets
coming
when
too?
you know how she gets when she's left alone. Last thing we need is her starting another book club with the rest of the rest of the cul-de-sac here. Your uh, your last recollection about her starting a book club has bad memories as it led to a full-on.
She brought the anarchist cookbook and tried to teach everyone how to boil gasoline to make bombs.
I was about to. Yeah, definitely. Claws got tossed out. Definitely, yes. Your mom has definitely gotten so many this because of her her unique taste in literature. As you guys are making arrangements and coming to agreements with Darren getting ready to make a phone call to contact Sharon, Spencer, the taco truck definitely seems to be more perturbed at the growing amount of you as the as 10 of the 12 of you have gone up with the $2 and have somehow rationalized that they could put the money together to make to go buy more tacos. And if they could buy more tacos, they could probably split off and be able to have more tacos to share with each other.
No, listen. 10 of us, $2 each. That's $20. That's 4 tacos. Actually, no. No, that's wrong. That's almost 6 tacos.
To point out, it's 2002, so possible taco prices would be at $1.
20 tacos. Mmm.
All right, then let me make a correction here. You handed him a $5 roll of dimes. He hands you $4 back each time. I would have given you each $4, but only one
We
taco.
could buy 48 tacos. That's great.
And there's 12 of you, so that's
4 tacos,
4 tacos
each.
each.
Yep.
Sí, mucho gusto, mucho. I'm about to run out of stock before I even get to lunch.
He's making his quota, that's for sure.
Right. As you guys are prepping and enjoying yourselves, and as Spencer is gathering more tacos, there is a sudden shout at the other end of the cul-de-sac coming from where the old water tower used to be.
Is it the dog we just heard on Legends End?
Hush now. They're a baby. Don't bully the baby.
I'm not bullying the baby. I'm just asking, do we hear a puppy in distress?
No, it's more of another more of a young lady screech.
Do I hear any conversation with my ultra hearing?
Yes, as what seems to be a couple of additional voices, familiar voices, starts coming out. Please, just leave me alone. I only came here to verify something. Oh, you came here to verify one thing, all right. You came here to verify these lips. Now come here, the sweetheart. What time?
Waldo starts running.
Spencer is already there.
Transient's following Waldo.
Please don't mind our associates running off. I think they're running off to like interfere with a sexual harassment case in the making.
Well, shoot, do I need to bust out another gun? I mean, I've got one right here. As he lifts up his shirt, reveals like a freaking 6-shooter.
Local dad stops sexual assault by blasting the.
Well, that's certainly good. I feel like that one would end you up in a court case for accidentally using excessive force. Try this one, and Jules takes out the voltaic revolver, the one that can do a lightning lasso.
What in the doohickey?
Custom made.
That's a fancy 6-shooter right there. On your
Check this out. He will point across the garage at a wrench, lasso the wrench with the gun, and pull it over to his other hand.
Hun, give this a try. As he passes the gun over to Dolly.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna need the stats on that later.
What's up?
I'm gonna need the stats on whatever he just handed her later.
Now,
Definitely,
is it saying try this and handing her the gun from under his shirt, or the voltaic gun?
A voltaic gun.
In that case, do you want to try and lasso something random, Dahlia? While I assume in the background we're hearing the sound of sexual harassment guy getting pummeled.
Sure. She's gonna try to lasso Dad's wrench. What do I roll?
Probably a range attack.
Check the voltaic gun. So, if I'm not mistaken, Zeus, please stop licking my face. No.
But baby,
That's a puppy.
No.
baby.
Okay, so the voltaic gun is just a saving throw, so I'm assuming a wrench can't make a saving throw.
Correct.
The person lassoing the wrench can.
Do you just want to let him lasso the wrench, DM, or?
Yes, as we'll just say yes for now. Like passively, she's able to point the gun, and a quick lasso reaches out all the way over towards the hearses. You guys are over like 10 feet away from the newest car, the Firebird, and she's able to lasso the wrench all the way over at the hearse and pull it all the way back to you, which is a good I want to say 40 feet, given how wide yards can be. Front yards, front lawns.
Ooh. Also, I uploaded Darren Blake's PDF.
Yes, I will download that here
I
shortly.
didn't feel like any Deadpool type fourth wall breaking, so instead I gave him reality bending there, but the lowest level, so that like if he believes something hard enough, it could be real. Which I assume the GM will allow to be sort of like the fourth wall thing. Fortunate failure, so like, nullifying things. Tin hat to make to prevent mind effects on himself. A bunch of free guns because he literally runs the gun desk at what's the name? Oh my gosh.
I love it.
No, the name of that
I thought he owned the gun. I thought he owned the gun shop.
the desk at the
Oh, the
my
game.
gosh. Yeah, he runs the gun section of that one place that's for sports and for hunting and
Academy?
no.
Ed Nugent's Hunting and Grill.
No.
No, he works at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Thank
No.
you.
No.
Putting aside wherever it is he works, he does have free guns. I also
Research it.
like the idea that rather than meta awareness, we've made it canonical that he comes up with such funny conspiracy ideas and believes them so vehemently that Ace is like, well, damn, that's funny as fuck. I gotta have that happen.
Cabela's. That's the one. Cabela's.
Ah, yeah.
Cabela's finest game. Yes. Thank you.
But yeah, I designed this little piece so that I could restrain someone at a distance and then pull them in so I could either tase them, clock them over the head with this, he flexes the cybernetic arm again, or this, and he briefly pulls out the sonic knife before holstering it again.
Well, it should be handy.
Definitely. Tell you what, definitely pack in too, and we'll be good to go. Hope your friends are all right. As we flicker over to the group coming over to the old water tower sector, there you happen to see Mario and his gang, just two other guys essentially, around the eldest daughter of the Swelter family, who happened to be able to drive by in her new vehicle.
Alright, I'll just note I have put on my mask on the way over.
Yeah,
Spencer has no mask.
We've given him a mask. He's just said no.
Yeah.
I gotta go to bed, so I'm gonna drop off. I'm just gonna say Dahlia is trying to help her dad pack. Because she
It's all
trusts
right.
her friend about this.
I was pretty much going to like end the session once Mario hears footsteps and sees two familiar faces, and then one new cat face. Who's stepping on my ground? It's you two! How dare you come up with me again?
No,
You
he'd
son of a-
only recognize one mask.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sorry, I'm afraid. It's you! You're that son of a gun who keeps changing stuff with the mask and the metal stuff and the bondage! I refuse to let that happen to me! Boys, get them! And that's where we'll cut it there.
Can we just cutscene beat the shit out of them?
Please.
I mean, yes.
We are so far out of their league right now at this point.
I was pretty much gonna flicker.
We cut over to the trio. Start of next session. Every single one of them is bondaged.
Yeah, pretty much.
Meanwhile, Dahlia comes out and says, "Hey, I've finished packing. Do you guys want like some Kool-Aid before you go home and pack?"
Respectfully, I exclusively drink the purple stuff, says Jay.
You do look like a purple guy.
I'll take mine in suicide form.
I'm glad you
In
got a
other
kick out of that, DM.
In other words, I mix all of them together.
This definitely hits me with that Sunny D commercial.
It's become a running joke in my Friday game that there's some. I think we were going with hallucinatory or like just something drug related in the purple stuff that makes it so addictive, and slowly you build up a tolerance to it.
Oh gosh.
And
Alright,
you need more.
anyways, thank you guys at home.
Thank you guys again for joining us here at session. Do join us again 2 weeks from now when we come back to figure out what state these poor bastards are going to find themselves in, and what the oldest daughter of the Swelter family is doing out here all by her lonesome.
Yep.
Until then, see y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.